Wow. See that? The only problem about leaving this stuff outside, man. And I had a cover, and I had a cover on it. So, yeah. Like I was saying, those temperature fluctuations from nighttime to the daytime, humidity and dew and all that still causes rust issues. Anyway, what's going on, E-World? Good morning time, good afternoon time, good evening time, whatever the case may be in your part of the world. So, I got some questions for you guys. Because, as promised, I told you guys, get ready to kick it back in overdrive, hardcore, on some DIY stuff. But as you can see, I got a hella projects to do. And honestly, before I do any of the projects, I gotta finish working on my baby. So this is what I got coming up. And I'm gonna ask you guys' opinions on some things first. Alright. What I got planned for my baby is to bypass the BMS with being able to keep it at the same time. Like I showed y'all on that other bypass video, you can bypass your BMS and you can keep it at the same time. So on the bypass side, I will be running this 4-gauge wire with some heavy duty connectors. Haven't figured out which ones I'm gonna use yet, but I got a couple. I'm also going to be adding cooling system. I'm gonna have an intake and an exhaust fan. So I've been considering the places where I'm going to put the intake. It's possible I can put one there as far as the intake, or I can put one on the side there. Actually, I can put two, one on this side, one on the other side. Both of them will be intake, pulling air in. And I'm looking at this spot right back here under the seat bracket for the exhaust. So I'll have a fan sucking the air out right here. These two will be sucking air in, or this one will be pulling air in. This one will be pulling air out. You definitely, if you're not able to mount your controller on the outside, you definitely want to keep that thing cool as possible. With these extreme temperatures in the summertime, if you plan to do a lot of long distance hardcore riding, that heat is a little hard on your controller. And not only that, you also want to be moving the air across those batteries. Now, unfortunately, the only problem with having one of these bomber frames with everything enclosed is not only do you have that controller that's like a little mini oven getting hot as fire, you also are heating up those cells very, very much. So to be able to move some outside air through this frame will help tremendously. The last thing you want to do is get your battery so hot that, you know, you are risk chance of your cells going into thermal runaway. Now, if you have good high quality cells, that shouldn't be an issue. You would have to be extremely abusing your battery pack, which I may be doing, especially if you get a larger controller. Right now I'm gonna have a 150 amp Sabaton, but it's possible I may be upgrading to a 300 DC amp or 600 amp phase amp controller. That's a lot of amps. So double the amps, double the heat. So yeah, I definitely want to keep that battery as cool as possible. Although there's no way I would be, riding that extreme using that kind of power for long periods of time. But at the same time, I definitely want to keep it cool. So yeah, so I can put one there. And I know what you're thinking. What about water and all that? Well, I don't really plan to ride my bike in the rain, but shit happens. However, I will make some type of cover for my fan. If it does rain, I'll have some type of cover that I can put on top of it. And yeah, so that's my answer for that. I'm also going to add this cycle analyst, because everybody talking about how many screens I have on my bike, and I can eliminate 2 of them with that cycle analyst. Now I can eliminate them all if I just use an app, but I like to see stuff in real time. And riding down the road, you can't look at your app while you're riding. I mean, you could if I mounted my phone up here, but I mean, I don't want to do all that. So yeah, one thing good about the cycle analyst is you can see basically everything that you can see with your phone apps and your battery apps, but at the same time you still can change stuff. Yeah, so on the fly. So yeah, that's that. So I just wanted to know what would you guys like to see. Well, I'm going to show you everything. I think my question was, how do you think DIY projects would do with me live streaming them? Because like I said, man, you guys know I don't do no whole lot of editing, and filming work is a pain in the ass. You're trying to get camera angles all the time, and that's going to be a lot of start, stop, editing and all that. I figure if I just do a live stream, I'm going to set the camera up where you got a good view of what's going on and just let it roll. Now, by me being home and having access to high-speed internet, the live stream should be fairly decent. It's not like you riding around trying to get a cell signal live streaming. I'm home where I got good quality internet. So yeah, I think live streaming may be a good way to do these DIY videos. And maybe I'll just experiment and do one and see how that goes. So yeah, I'm going to try to put up, like some little pre-advertisements as to when these DIY live streams are going down, for anybody that's interested in seeing whatever that particular live stream is going to be on. That way, that'll give you a little time to either be available or, or just know that it's going down. And you can always watch the live stream later. You don't have to watch it live. So yep, so I'm going to be doing those things. I'm also have to do my step down, and I'm actually going to be using a little 36 volt pack that I made to put on the inside. Now, yes, I can make a 12 volt pack and don't even need a step down. So the only problem with that is when that battery gets weak, when you do run it down, the volts is going to drop on it, and you won't have 12 volts at that point. You know, you'll be falling down to around 10, 11 when the battery's dead, and that's going to cause the stuff that I'm running on 12 volts not to operate as efficiently. Now, to put a 12 volt pack in there, it would have to be a fairly big pack. With 36 volts, I can, you know, use the step down and kind of eliminate a little bit of that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what works out better. It's all experimental, so we'll figure it out. Also, I'm going to show you guys how to wire up relays, you know, to do these different things that pull a lot of current. Like if you want to do some turn signals or brake lights or horns. The main thing you definitely need a relay for is horns. Horns pull a lot of current, especially if you're going to put some loud, like some air horns or something like that. They should not just be on a switch. They definitely need to run through a relay. Not only that, other future plans is I intend to sell lighting systems that will be plug and play. So if you're not a electrical guy, you can't wire up relays or anything like that, I'm going to make some lighting systems, brake lights, turn signals, as I said, with different, you know, JST ends on there. So all you got to do is just plug it up. I'm going to try to make it easy, and I'm going to sell those. Alright, so let me know what you guys think. Should I do the DIY videos live stream? And which ones would you be interested in to see first, other than my bike? I'm doing my bike first, but I mean like the battery builds, whatever, man. Give me some input. Alright, y'all, later. That's what's going down. And I will definitely be doing the the BMS bypass and the fans and all that today. So I'm gonna give it a few hours, see what you guys think as far as how I should do that live stream or just a video, and we'll go from there. Alright, y'all, deuces. I'm out.